Hello, my name's Nathan. I'm going to be talking about my emotional storytelling discussion. The topic today, Slipknot. Slipknot, if you don't already know, is a heavy metal band from the early 2000s. They are consisting of 9 members from Iowa, so they all wear masks, really gross masks to identify themselves, and they also have a specific number. So they're numbered 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So, the first time I ever listened to Slipknot was 3 years ago. I was 19 at the time, and my friend was showing me some of his music. And I listened to my own music, more of like the classic rock type, and I have a very extensive playlist. I go into lots of different categories of music, and I find, people that are able to like scream and let their passions become their music, I'm more drawn towards. Sorry about that. Slipknot did not capture me in the slightest way. It was just loud, obnoxious, way too fast to even be able to listen to. And so my friend showed them to me, and I just didn't even like it. He showed me a music video, so maybe that was the reason why, because when I watched it, it was nothing but just dark, gross, disgusting horror mixed with loud, obnoxious, horrifying people wearing masks, playing instruments, and just throwing things around and breaking things. So I'm like, what? That's not music. No thanks. And that was my instant reaction for a long time. I kept that opinion of Slipknot in my head for a few years. And then the second time that I gave them a chance was with the same friend. Some time had gone by, so I had been in and out of relationships, so I had currently gone through a little bit of a love sickness. So I was more in like the depths, listening to sad music. And when I listened to Slipknot, it just resonated. I was able to really understand what they were coming from, and we were in the car driving very fast, listening to the music very loud, and I was just drumming along to the drummer, and I noticed that he's really technical, he's really fast-paced, and he's amazing with his feet. Amazing. And then I listened to the guitars. I realized there's 2 guitar players, and they were able to just keep up with the guitars at just such a rate that I was like actually blown away. And then the singer, I gave him a chance because not only was he just like screaming into the microphone, he was singing a beautiful melody. And then for the chorus, you'd be singing and singing, and then for the verse, he would go into his guttural rap and rah, 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 and it was so fast, and he was so quick to contrast from like really high register to really low guttural screams, and that to me was impressive. So I looked up all the songs that I liked, and I listened to them anytime that I would feel bad, and they always made me feel better. So I realized that there was actually like some good things that could come out of some dark, heavy, depressing music. And so anytime that I would feel like really just down, I didn't know what was going to help, I would just listen to the most intense music that I could ever put myself through. And I'd put my headphones on, I'd turn them all the way up, I'd get behind my drum set, and I'd smash out, and I'd feel so much better. Like nothing has ever felt that good. So I knew that I was moving in a good direction. I was helping myself, and I was also inspired to create more music that made other people feel like it's so good. So it really launched me on my my journey to be in a fast-paced band that I actually grew a whole new respect for the genre of heavy metal. And I had never really given them more time of day, and I almost feel guilty for not taking more time to appreciate them. And so today Slipknot is my favorite band, and continues to inspire me all the time. And the reason that they are so inspiring is because they take all those dark, deep emotions that people don't really want to talk about. The emotions that make you ugly, or the emotions that people are scared of, and they surface all the emotions. They bring it right to your face, and then they just turn it into this music. And to me, that's a feat. That's hard to do. Let alone face those emotions internally, but you're bringing them up and then performing them for thousands of people and recording them onto albums. And for instance, one of the DJs had a grandpa who passed away, and so he chose, instead of to turn to drugs or to turn to being by himself, he showed up to band rehearsal, and the producer handed him a microphone and said, "Get it out, let loose." And he just went into the sound recording studio and just let it loose. He was able to just cry, scream, let out his anger, and that kind of like raw emotion made it to the album as the very first song on the album. And that says a lot. That's, if you're able to really harness it, show it off, and then say it's okay to feel like this, that's a really comforting thought, and that, I'm sure, is what makes them so attractive to people like me. So that's why Slipknot means a lot to me, and hopefully I've changed your mind a little bit, at least given them an opportunity to not be misunderstood. So yeah, thank you for listening, and good luck on your projects.